today I'll go over new missions and free rewards, another event, exclusive loot, and a lot more. First up, League of Legends have revealed 2 new mythic variants for God King Darius and God King Garen. And something a few people noticed is they actually made a mistake when posting it on some of their social medias. They accidentally called them Mythic Chromas. Most of us know that they're basically the same thing, except the mythic variants was created to make more money with Gacha capsules. So a bit of a slip up there from some of the social media accounts. And of course, with 2 new mythic variants being revealed, this means that there will be 2 capsule trackers running at the same time, which we haven't had happen before. So unfortunately, if you did want both of them, it's not going to be easy on the wallet. And with these Gacha capsules, as you know, you have to unlock 30 to get the mythic variant. There's a small chance that it'll drop before then, but in most cases you'll have to buy 30 capsules. So if you want to guarantee both Darius and Garen, you'll have to purchase 60 capsules, which is a lot of RP. Obviously this is a massive cash grab for Riot. So just like other Gacha capsule trackers, you do get loot along the way depending on how much capsules you open. You'll get an icon at the start when you open one capsule for either Garen or Darius. Now what I really wanted to talk about is something else that was found on the PBE was a mission icon asset, which is interesting because we haven't had missions with Gacha capsules before. We have had them for showcase capsules, but not the Gacha ones. And this icon was similar to the ones for the showcase missions that we have had before. So it's looking very likely that we will get free rewards with this Gacha capsule event, or whatever it's called. Now I won't say it's 100% confirmed because there is a small chance that Riot do scrap this. We learnt this the last time with the free capsules, so I'll say it's about 95% confirmed. And in the past, the showcase missions have given us rewards like Hextech keys, chests, blue essence, ward skins, and emotes. And to further confirm the mission icon that was found, it's also listed in the description as God King mission thumbnail. So unless they're trying something completely new, it's looking very likely that we will get missions. So I still think there's a 90% chance we will get free rewards with this Gacha capsule event. And these capsule events have had drama before. Previously they have forgotten to put these missions in for some of the showcase events, and then they put them back when people pointed it out. However, it was found that they were nerfed when they returned and there wasn't a chest anymore. So it's very likely we will get missions, but we just don't know how many there will be and what the exact rewards will be. As for when these missions go live, it'll be next week on August 28th. So even if you're taking a break from League in between events, you might want to log on and check these mission rewards. You might be able to get some free chests from them. And speaking of events and event passes, the next pass, which will be the World's Pass, isn't actually due to go live until September 25th. So it's still more than a month away. So it's possible Riot did add these God King missions just to tie people over and keep people engaged until the next event. Moving on, someone asked about the next dev update, as it's been a while since the last one. And Riot Meddler did say that we're due to have one late this week. So in the next few days we should have another dev update video. Moving on to some icon news. There were exclusive icons for Rakan and Xayah on the Chinese server. Well, now these are available on all servers. You can only get them in the chest drop pool or the loot pool. So unfortunately there's no direct way to get them, and you might have to wait until the Essence Emporium to try and get them from mystery icon boxes. Next up, the LCS have announced Twitch subscriptions, and if you do subscribe to them you can get an exclusive brain off emote. Now this news was very surprising because I thought you could subscribe to all Twitch channels anyway, but apparently they've had it turned off this entire time, and they've only just activated it, and it'll come with perks and other things like this as well. And speaking of esport emotes, Skin Spotlights has posted a whole bunch of new emotes that were designed by some of the esport teams. Now these emotes can only be purchased in the store with RP, and they'll go live with next week's patch. Now with these emotes being revealed, it has already caused some controversy, and Riot have had to change a couple of the emotes. So the 100 Thieves Akali emote originally had a small PP gesture, and apparently a lot of people got offended by this, that Riot had to change it. And from what people are saying, this is a big controversy in Korea. So I didn't know this was a thing and don't know too much about it, but apparently the gesture is offensive and it has been around for a while. I remember there was an ad and it used to be the pinky sign. A lot of people get upset if you do the small PP hand gesture, and I don't know if it helps their case by getting angry at it. They're not really beating the allegations by getting outraged. And on top of this Akali emote, they've also had to change BDS's emote, which showed the bait ping, and honestly I'm surprised this made it to the final design. It's almost like Riot haven't bothered checking these at all because they've had to change these emotes because they're offensive to some people. So honestly I have no idea why they published an article and then they've had to redact a couple of them because they're offensive. Maybe whoever was in charge of this missed it, or they didn't think anything of it, but it is poor management anyway. And one of the BDS team social media accounts posted that they had no idea as well. They wasted a lot of time and resources designing this emote only to have it pulled or changed at the end. So even the teams teams are upset and were blindsided by these changes. So it is a messy situation, and honestly I don't think it's some 5D chess marketing strategy, because this will actually lose Riot money, because a lot of people were willing to buy the toxic version of these emotes. They would have made a lot of revenue for this, and now I don't think they'll make as much. So people are obviously annoyed at those changes, and people are also annoyed at both God King Darius and Garen mythic variants are being released at the same time. So if you're a fan of both these skins or champions, it's going to be very difficult to get them. You're going to have to choose between one or the other unless you fork out a lot of money for these gacha capsules. And the release of these mythic variants also reminded people of the Mythic Chromas. Remember those? Well, what happened to them? We haven't actually had any communication about these Mythic Chromas in a while. So people were posting about this on Reddit, and they still do the Mythic Chromas for the seasonal Crystalla skins and things like that, but they've stopped doing them for old legendaries. And a lot of people are speculating that Riot figured out that they could actually make more money from the mythic variants and the gacha capsules than they can from selling them as chromas for 40 mythic essence. It's obviously a financial decision Riot have made, and it looks like we probably won't see mythic chromas again for 40 mythic essence. They might bring the old ones back, but it looks like they're not making any new ones apart from the seasonal mythics. And going back to the mythic variants, we also don't know when or if they'll get added to the loot system or reroll pool. Riot Meddler said about 8 months ago that there will be an update soonish to clarify this, but we haven't heard anything since. So unfortunately there's no news or updates to share around this. Thanks for watching, see you next time.